What up, Dokkanners? Tomorrow we will be getting 2 new events that can give us over 50 Dragon Stones. So you definitely want to be taking part in these events. This is going to be a preview for those 2 upcoming events, and we're going to be talking a little bit of strategy in terms of team building for both Explosive Chain Battle and the Extreme Z Battle. We're going to start with Oceanus Shenron's Explosive Chain Battle. 20 Dragon Stones are up for grabs for this one because you can earn up to 20 by doing all of these various missions. For this upcoming iteration of the Explosive Chain Battle, I believe the average for the top 1% for JP was somewhere around 130 to 140 million, which means this is going to be relatively easier than I think some of the other chain battles have been. Of course, it all depends entirely on the type of units that you have, but just to put things into perspective, this might be a little bit more within reach for the general Dokkanner audience. But like I said, 20 Dragon Stones, 1, 3, 6, 8, 11, 15, 20. If you can't get this 100 million score, you can at least get 15 Dragon Stones from this. Like I said, Oceanus Shenron is the boss, which is all the way down here. So let's take a look right there. Advantageous categories are going to be Shadow Dragon Saga, Goku's Family, and Joined Forces. So for this one, the support line is actually going to be pretty straightforward. Shout out to Misaka, who always posts these killer infographics on Twitter. Definitely follow Misaka on Twitter. Right here, there's the handle. So this is basically all you need to know. This is your cheat sheet. So if you guys want to screen capture this, feel free. This is all that you need. The main attacking unit, the main primary unit that you want to be having on your chain battle setup is going to be the EZA Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan or Spirit Bomb regular GT Goku. This is the free-to-play unit that you can get from the Omega Shenron raid. I don't know how available this unit is right now. I don't know if that raid event is accessible. So if you don't have this one, your next best option is going to be the GT Trio, who just got an EZA, so maybe you might have that. Or you could, better yet, just use the LRB pen. Most of you should probably have this unit. This is going to be a very nice free-to-play alternative, although this guy's already free-to-play. So these are your 3 best choices. If you don't have those, you can then scroll further and further down. For your support lines, you just want to basically be having characters from the top few rows. So the S rank, the A rank, and then if you have to go further down, the B rank. The higher, more valuable characters you have on your support line, the more mileage you will get out of those support line characters, which means more people will use your support lines. Why should you care? Well, the more people use your support lines, the more you get this currency, this emblem of friendship, cooperation back. The more of those you get back, the more possible summons you can throw in for skill orbs. And skill orbs are becoming more and more valuable with every content drop that we get. So it is definitely worth investing in getting your support lines maxed out. Of course, not at the cost of your Dragon Stones. If you have to summon on banners just to get them, don't do that. But it is still worth having these guys, which is why in general, it is a nice thing to save all the copies of SSRs that you may or may not need, because you never know. Chain battle could very well be it. Which is why shout out to D Simons. He is one of the best chain battle people out there. And one simple reason for that being the case is he saves every single SSR that he ever gets. So if you guys are, if you guys are ever wondering why do people have all of these different copies of units, it's because they just save from all their summons. So that being said, like I said, the top few rows are where you want to be going here. The SR Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku is going to be a surprise unit here that is very valuable. Same with the Physical Pan. She is from the Shadow Dragon Saga, which is why she fits so well here. Both her TOR and her SSR are very important. And then for the extreme side, all Omega Shenrons basically. And then if you don't have those, you could throw in other Shenrons like Nova and Oceanus. So let me show you. And then these are the attacking characters. We'll go into more detail about this one as I do the video, which is going to be tomorrow night. But still, you guys wanted some previews on this, so here you go. So make sure you guys screen capture this. Let me show you what my support line looks like. This is what my super side looks like. I don't have, unfortunately, an SSR version of this pan, but I do have a bunch of Super Saiyan GT Goku, so this is what going to be my super support line, and this is going to be my extreme side. All Omegas and Sins. I don't, unfortunately, have the SSR for this one, nor do I have the SSR for this one, but I do have Nova and Oceanus. So hopefully this helps you guys out in preparing for your chain battle. Like I said, I will be doing one more video following this one when the event actually drops. Now let's take a look at the Extreme Z Battle 2 for the second set of EZA girls. I can't say Peppy Gals because some of them are not. So these are the units that are going to be awakening. We've got the Physical Chi-Chi Youth. We've also got the Ribrianne Int, who's actually a very nice unit, but is one of the most annoying characters for me to run simply because every single turn she has to show up, she does that stupid transformation, and it drives me crazy. Then we got STR Chi-Chi and Tech Buddha. So let's take a look at the event progression. Category weakness is Peppy Gals. So in order to win against Peppy Gals, you got to bring Peppy Gals. Standard 30 stage event progression, 30 Dragon Stones. You can also earn another 4 because you get 1 for each unit getting their 7-step Extreme Z Awakening. So that's going to be 34 Dragon Stones plus the other 20 from here, giving you 54 Dragon Stones. Now, the only thing to take note of here is that there's additional damage reduction of 80% against tech units. So even if they're all Peppy Gals characters, you might have the longevity in terms of surviving attacks, but you won't be able to do much damage. Already, it's going to be a bit tough since you're going to be fighting int at the end. But on top of that, if you bring tech units, they're just going to do very minimal damage. So if you are trying to go more offensive, try not to bring tech. If you're trying to go defensive, bring tech. It's totally fine. Peppy Gals has a wide library of characters, so you've got a ton of units to choose from. Also, free-to-play has a very large presence on this. So in terms of assembling teams, it's not going to be that difficult. Honestly, the Dokkan Festival lead for a Peppy Gals team does require one of the free-to-play units anyway for them to really shine. So this is not going to be that tough to assemble. If you notice, each unit gets their own moment to shine, 7 stages for essentially each one. So Chi-Chi is early with physical, STR Chi-Chi, then tech, and then int. Int is also, the Ribrianne is also a Universe Survival Saga character, which means Caulifla is going to be able to dodge every single attack. So let's just go through some quick sample team builds for this. Shouldn't be that difficult because, like I said, a lot of different options to choose from. If we go Peppy Gals and Universe 6, that's going to be a very powerful and easy choice. STR Kefla works very well. Bring in the LR KFC. You can even bring in the TUR if you want, but if you don't, you throw in the Tech Kale. Bring some support with the Int Kale. Physical Caulifla is going to be great. Also, fun fact, Kefla, the Dokkan, the TUR and the SSR are named differently. So if you do have the physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla at the TUR level and you want more type advantage, you could bring in the physical Super Saiyan Kefla at the SSR level, who basically functions the exact same way to a lesser extent. So these units will be working wonders for this particular event. But just remember, the same name update does not apply. You cannot bring units of the exact same name. Other versions of the Peppy Gal team, if you want to go full Dokkan Fest, we can totally do that. Dokkan Festival lead is the STR Videl. STR Videl does do very well on her own, but if you want to make her even more offensively potent, you want to be bringing a Gohan on the team. How is that possible? It's possible with the help of this, because when this unit exchanges into... Actually, wait, it's not just Gohan. It's Gohan or Saiyaman. Activated when there's a Gohan, Teen Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman on the team. So if you want to get that Link Super Attack, you just got to get a Saiyaman on the team, which is possible with this free-to-play Great Saiyaman 2/1. This is an exchange unit. So just by simply having that Saiyaman in the name, you satisfied that Link Super Attack criteria, which makes her even better. So just run those two together and then just throw in any other Peppy Gals that you want. Unfortunately, there is no Dragon Ball Heroes version of Peppy Gals. There's not enough characters just yet. Hopefully there will eventually be them. And then you can just go full free-to-play if you really want to. A lot of free-to-play options here. Great free-to-play lead is going to be the Super Ribrianne. She is a 99% lead, basically 100% lead for free-to-play Peppy Gals, which is actually pretty decent. And she does some really cool stuff as well. So just throw her on there. Bring in Kakunsa and Rosie. These two units are great. You could also throw on other Universe Survival Saga characters. Unfortunately, I don't think there are too many on the free-to-play side. The other one is this one. So yeah, I mean, just the more Peppy Gals you bring, the more of their group abilities will kick in. You've also got a Neen if you happen to pull her on the recent World Tournament banner. She does support Peppy Gals. A lot of great options here. So I don't see this as being much of a difficult task for you guys to assemble teams, but let me know in the comments what sort of team you're going to be running for this Extreme Z battle. Now, real quickly, let's just go through what these units do in terms of their EZAs. We do have 4 to look at here. I'm just going to be real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this. The Tech Bulla, basically, she massively raises attack. It's a permanent stack. So she's going to be stacking attack a ton of times, and she's going to be getting really strong on long form events. Unfortunately, her defense is the most questionable part of her build. She does have initial defense. She gets a little bit more when performing a super attack. After that, she only gains a little bit more in terms of just by having Peppy Gal units on the team. So in terms of tanking a super, not really going to happen. Her best bet is to dodge. So if you're doing an event where dodging is disabled, she's probably not going to be the most useful, but that's the risk in running this character. If you want her to be more offensively potent, you got to bring Vegeta on the team, which basically kind of kills the point of Peppy Gals. They're kind of a group by committee kind of attack force. So if you're going to bring Vegeta, you're probably going to be going more in the terms of Bond of Parent and Child or GT Heroes or something like that. So for her build, I recommend full additional. And then at that point, you can either go critical or dodge. Probably critical is the way to go. That way you don't have to be needing Vegeta on the team to get that critical 18% boost. Although with Vegeta, you get an extra 88% attack. And when you're massively raising attack, this makes a huge difference. So that is my build for Tech Buddha. And then for Int Ribrianne, she becomes a full-on 150% lead for both Peppy Gals and Transformation Boost, raising attack and defense, causing supreme damage, and sealing. Basically, her gimmick is launching multiple supers when the enemy has more afflictions on their build. So if they're attack down or defense down, an additional super attack is possible with a medium chance. Another super attack is possible when the enemy is stunned or sealed. This works very well with some of the Dragon Ball Heroes Peppy Gals who like to disable defense, and seal and nerf and all that stuff. So basically just throwing together a team that can do a whole bunch of this will make your team so much more effective. But this is primarily going to be usable on things like Super Battle Road. And now with these EZAs, one could argue that a Universe Survival Saga Super Battle Road run could be very much doable with a Peppy Gal's version of the team. Plus, she does really good damage, she has nice stats, and she can nerf the attack and defense of everybody, depending on how many Peppy Gals are on the team. So really good effects for Super Battle Road. So for her, I would probably say you could go full critical, so that way every time you possibly launch an additional super attack, you can capitalize on the potential damage. I would personally probably go for max additional just to possibly get that extra super attack in case none of these supers actually proc. I would like for her to be raising her attack and defense as much as possible. So I'm going to go for maximum additional and then balance critical. That's my personal opinion. Then for STR Chi-Chi, she greatly raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage and seals. Attack and defense plus 150 plus an additional attack plus 20 up to 100. She passively just raises her attack, which is insane. Plus an additional attack plus 50 when performing a super attack, and then all allies attack, ki plus 2, defense plus 50. They basically split up her Peppy Gal's defense, which is kind of funny. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than this, but they made this a little bit, they broke this up. So they gave 50% of it to all allies, which is kind of cool. And then Peppy Gal's gets the rest of it. Ki plus 1, defense plus 70, plus a medium chance to perform a critical hit. So my recommended build for this one is going to be for maximum additional so that you can get the most out of the greatly raising attack and defense. Plus, with all these extra stats here, she's going to be a very good unit to defend on a Peppy Gal's Super Battle Road run. And then balance, you could probably go dodge because you've already got the medium chance here. You could either go full dodge and then balance additional, or do full additional and balance dodge. For me, I like to gain the most out of the unit stats, so I'm going to go full additional here. But let me know how you think about this character. And then lastly, the Youth Chi-Chi. She gains insane attack when in the presence of a Goku Youth on the team. So a full Youth team is going to be where you want to be running this unit. She is not a Peppy Gal, so she is really not going to be running on the same types of teams that you would expect. Greatly raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage with a great chance to stun. Attack plus 330 when performing a super attack. Attack minus 30 for 3 turns from after receiving an attack. Ki plus 2, defense plus 200 when there's a category or character whose name includes Goku Youth on the team. You really want to be giving her that defense plus 200 because that combined with greatly raising attack and defense once, maybe twice, will make her that much more robust and effective. Of course, without that, you're gonna probably want to have full dodge. Otherwise, she's gonna take a beating. It's not gonna be good. Plus an additional defense plus 100 if that character is attacking in the same turn. Look at that, dude. Another defense plus 100 by having Goku Youth on the actual same turn. Really, really good. Chance of performing critical hit and chance of dodging plus 20% per Youth attacking in the same turn, excluding self. So you do have some built-in dodge if the conditions are right, and critical hit, which means full additional is the way to go with balance into dodge, or vice versa. Kind of like the Chi-Chi STR, you want to be focusing on dodge and additionals. That way you can pad the stats and maximize your survivability. So there you have it. Those are what the units look like. There's the event preview, all the stones you could be getting. Hopefully this helps you guys out. I will be doing a video tomorrow night when Chain Battle kicks off. Actually, wait, hold on. Don't we have an EZA? I'll do a video after that. After the EZAs are done, I will do a video on the Chain Battle. So there you have it, folks. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what team you are going to be running for the Extreme Chain Battle, Extreme Z Battle for Peppy Gals. Let me know what team that's going to be. And do you have all of your units ready for this upcoming Chain Battle? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll know when I'm going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.